It's the 23rd of April and I've got so much to do here and I've already feel like I've done loads. Like, I'll just give you a quick run around. The onions, some of them started to, they were getting smashed by something, and you can see now that they've recovered from being, something ate the top of them, and now that they've been covered they've been a bit happier. And they're still puny, but size isn't everything. The equisetum, as predicted, is coming back with a vengeance, but I do have some signs of a potato here, which makes me giddy with excitement. The broad beans, again, getting absolutely smothered with all this equisetum, and they're getting eaten by a fair bit, and they've obviously got quite stressed because they've started to flower really early. So I'll probably get some more ready because they germinate so quickly at this time, and try again. And I know that there was Zaman from one of the other plots was trying to give me some of his broad beans the other day. Oh, and last night I had a friend gave me some, a friend of my wife gave me some falafel mix that was according to his mum's recipe, who is Egyptian, and they use fava beans in their, I don't know why I'm really struggling to get my words out. They use fava beans in their falafel. Anyway, they use fava beans in their falafel. I made them last night and they were absolutely banging. So that was all I wanted to say. And for some reason, I was finding it exceptionally difficult to say it. What I do have today, because I can't be bothered to do a lot of the jobs, because, you know, look at the size of the plot. Look how much stuff there is to do. And it almost feels futile just starting anything, because I know that I'm not really going to make a dent in those sorts of jobs today. But what I have seen, which is a bit naughty, I know, and I don't know why I would then decide to record it for posterity, so if anybody ever wanted to make a claim on it, they could. Well, they're welcome to come and get it. Ordinarily, I would make a pallet bin, but I have seen one of those little compost Daleks behind there. And on the basis that, I don't even know whether you can see it, it's just reflecting just behind the branches of that ash tree. I'm going to have to get to it by cutting some stuff out of the way. So rather than do something that would actually really move me along with this allotment, I'm in the mood for doing a silly little thing where I just go and nick an unused compost Dalek. So, it's in pretty handy, pretty good condition, to be honest. It's missing that little front flap, but I imagine can easily improvise something for that. So, planted this thing up the other day. The guy opposite me on the opposite plot had made by using a blowtorch and then putting in a bottle and then opening these out, and there were some strawberries that somebody gave me that I've just planted into there. And ordinarily I would just put things in the ground and use the soil that I've got, but I wanted to try growing them in here, and then I've left some spaces on the north side of it. Might put some salad crops in there, which, like I said, normally it would probably Normally I find it easier to just put stuff in the ground and use the soil that I've got in abundance here, but I thought it would be a fun experiment, and I put it right next to the path, so every time I walk down the path when it's in the height of summer, I should be able to get a strawberry, and that makes me happy. So I wouldn't normally use these because I wouldn't go and buy one, and they're not actually quite big enough to usually get compost to the heat that you require in order for it to be done quickly. And when I've turned a few over before in people's gardens that have been left, I've found rats underneath them. They don't do anything to keep rodents or vermin out of the compost, so you have to be a bit more careful with what you put in it. And the way that I think that they're effective is if you completely fill it all at once, then I think it will be okay. And until I can find something better in a few weeks, I think I'm just going to use this little bit of cardboard just to stop it coming out only as I fill it. So I've got that wheelbarrow full of wood chip, and I've got a big bag of grass clippings, and then I'll be able to add tons of these nettles and loads of comfrey fairly soon too. Just some bits of ivy. Assalamualaikum.
Recording?
Yeah. You can come over if you want. I'm only loading this compost bin that I found.
Oh, okay. Oh, when you finish it.
I planted your...
Oh yeah, mashallah, very nice.
Beautiful.
That's the way. Okay, carry on.
You didn't see him, he was being a bit shy, but that was Shafqat, who gave me the strawberry tower. I'll just show you. It's now full. Just grass clippings at the top. And ideally, you want more of a diversity of materials than just wood chip and grass clippings. But they're the materials that I've got in abundance today. And if I chuck them all in, then this bin, because it's been filled all at once, there's enough thermal mass, there's enough energy in all of the stuff that I've stuck in there that it should actually get hot. And I'll come back in a few days and then stick my compost thermometer in there and just show you what temperature it gets to, because I'll be intrigued to know if it's just all added at once. I need to go and sow a load of seeds at home so that I can start getting some more things to follow on from the things that I end up planting out next. The peas that I sowed in the gutter last time I came up to put these peas in, I did that at the weekend, and some of them have already germinated, and it's only Tuesday, so they've germinated in about 4 or 5 days. I've also got these Mashua tubers, which are in the same genus as nasturtiums, but they're grown for a tuberous root. I've never tried them, but a friend of mine gave them to me, and I'm excited because they're also a really good looking plant, and I think that that's just a nice thing to have. Like, they look fairly similar to nasturtiums. You can see that the foliage is similar, and you know what rhymes with genus? penis. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. And I'm just excited that things seem to be warming up. Look at this little cutie.